Hello and good morning. So, the other day, Haven put together an AC that he wanted to see showcased on this. Said that it was kind of up to me what I wanted the thing to fight. So this is the Hunter Fox over here. It's 1000 mg and what was supposed to be a Nyx on the other hand. Basically, due to the Nyx not being available, the choice came down to either the Gatling cannon or the Sylph. I figured the Gatling cannon, you know, if the weight allowed it, I'd put on that one. Now, I don't know, in general, for some reason this thing makes me think of, like, a cross between the Supplice and 9-ball. So I figured, screw it. Somebody else requested a 9-ball thing, so I'm gonna have this thing fight Supplice, why not? So let's see how this goes. In general, this thing is just, you know, an up-close machine gun whammer, more or less. The AI should be set up in a way that allows it to make use of the EO core. In case you're unaware, there's... wow, that volume is super loud. There we go. So, in case you're unaware, there's basically a weird bit of bugginess when it comes to the mid-EO core. And by the way, if you're noticing a little bit of lagginess, that is courtesy of this guy's linear rifle on this particular map. Not a whole lot that can be avoided, but oh well. So, yeah, there's a bit of a weird bit of bugginess when it comes to this particular core, specifically in Formula Front, in which, under certain settings, the AI will just basically forget that it has it at all. I don't know, it's just weirdly fiddly like that. So, it'll come up every now and then. Lately, I think I've kind of figured out the rough thresholds for what makes it work. But, yeah, we'll see. Alright, so it's got... Let's see, the Hunter Fox's Gatling cannon is out. Seems... I don't know, I think the Hunter Fox ought to win this if he continues circling around as well as he is. He still has his EO core for extra damage there. Now, like I said, about that whole this core being buggy thing, what you may be seeing right now, well, it's not deciding to fire it. It's part of that same forgetting that it has a thing. Oftentimes it'll just keep its EO out the entire time and just plain not fire it. So I guess I didn't get the threshold exactly, but screw it, it worked for half the fight. Thankfully this particular EO is more for range than it is for damage, so... you know... Not necessarily the most integral thing in the world. Let's go back to, what was it, Team 7 here, I think? Or Team 5, rather. This is actually one of the ones that should be getting the boot pretty soon. Yeah, in case you weren't aware, I was basically going back and systematically eliminating the previous teams, more or less just replacing them with newer models, newer requests, newer AI patterns that end up working a bit better. That sort of thing. Nothing terribly unusual there. Evolution is evolution after all. Like right now, yeah, the Supplice is definitely one that I want to remake with a better AI pattern these days. So a while ago, I managed to put together a semi-decent thing for well, when putting together the Metal Gear team. It was actually the first time that I managed to put together an AI that would consistently use its back cannon, even when it needed to kneel to do so. And it was less about, you know, letting them be smart about it, and more letting them be dumb about certain things, as Azure has put many times. Like, you oftentimes have to pretty much create more of a situation where they stupidly don't remember the things that they shouldn't be doing. It's weird. It's definitely a funky title, that's for sure. But yeah, there we go. That fight was a lot more solid. And let's give this a round 3. Very possibly the last round. See where this goes. Thankfully, on account of being a lightweight with some pretty decent cooling, this thing holds up pretty well to even a linear rifle. He said to pretty much color it up the same way that he did another one, which was the, forgive me if I mess this up, because I believe it was the Obscuro that was his. I constantly mix up two particular ones that were submitted a little while ago. because the color schemes are so similar and the general build philosophy is almost identical. But yeah, I'm fairly certain it was the Obscuro, and actually I might as well have this thing fight that next as kind of an extra. I like to tell us a little bit of an extra fight on the end of most of these, so why not? As they say. Yeah, I like this thing. A simple, straightforward gunner. Nice. Honestly, I think this ends up working out better than the Nyx. Actually, I've never been a huge fan of the Nyx, and weirdly enough, this is probably the one game where it would have worked better than any of the others. I was on Team 7? Am I wrong on that? It appears so. Maybe he was Team 8 or Renegades or Tomato? Was he Tomato? Could have been Tomato. He's very likely Tomato. Yeah, like I said, it has been a minute for some of these older ones. Obscuro, there we go. That's right? Yes, because, okay, yeah, no, the one that I always get mixed up is, Mechanisks, which is, the Cerberus. It's just a very similar thing. And that's actually why I'm mixing up the red eye color thing, so I apologize for that. It should have been a purple eye color on this one. Oh, dang well. You know what? Close. It's a slightly modified version. It's a little bit angrier. Maybe it caught a virus or something. They were... You know what? Engineers were uploading the new AI pattern or something. They kind of got a little bit distracted on one of their breaks, and they got some weird virus looking through weird robot porn, and it got red eyes now. Just don't worry about it. Fine. Everyday normal stuff. I mean, granted, the last time somebody randomly opened up a virus, the friggin' world ended in Nexus, but whatever. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Everything's just fine this time. It's just an eye color change. Don't think too much about it. Oh, you know what? It actually might lose to this thing. Well, to be fair, this MG core just absolutely shines in Formula Front. Basically, it's just hyper accurate for whatever reason. It's got kind of that scatterfire thing going on in a lot of other cases, but it's like just two little dinky pistols, more or less. So it's super accurate in this one. Tends to have a lot of damage going out. But considering that there's... Alright, it's still anyone's game. And whoever just outcircles the other one right now. Yeah, there we go. Very close, but... Yeah, looks like your Obscuro's still winning between those two there. Yeah, let me know if you have any other requests, and yeah, have a good one.